Alexander of Macedon was known for a great many things. His murder steed Bucephalus, all of the cities he named after himself, and the one he named after his horse, his best friend and occasional lover Hephaestion, the most clever of his wives Roxana, and making some of his men marry Persian women.
But above all else, he was known for his charisma, his ability to lead his troops through seemingly endless conquests, and believing himself the son of a god, and a god incarnate. Known as a bit of a drama king, today we will discuss the drama that is the Siege of Tyre.
Not wanting to leave a valuable port unconquered, Alexander first sent a peace envoy to the island of Tyre. The Tyrians turned them away, but Alexander swallowed his pride and sent a second wave.
Instead of turning them away again, the Tyrians killed the men and threw their bodies over the city's walls.
They used lumber and stone from old Tyre on the mainland, piling it with earth to make a manageable surface. Once the mole had reached the halfway point, Alexander ordered the building of not one, but 2 siege towers. These towers were covered in hides to help deflect projectiles flung from the walls of Tyre.
As all of this was happening, Tyrians heckled the Greeks, but soon they realized they would need to take Alexander's assault seriously. In an effort to halt progress, the Tyrians filled a ship with kindling and timber. Using triremes to bring it out to the mole, they set it ablaze and crashed it into the land. This action destroyed the siege towers and a good deal of their surroundings thanks to the vats of oil affixed to the mast of the ship, which fed the flames.
Finding his work wrecked by Tyrians in bad weather, Alexander ordered his troops to rebuild the causeway, bigger, stronger, and directly into the unfavorable wind. Even as his engineers and workers built more towers, ballistas, and catapults, it became clear that he would not be able to defeat the Tyrian navy without one of his own.
Luckily for him, many formerly Persian fleets that had recently come back from war joined him, lending Alexander 3 times as many ships as the Tyrians.
First, the new sailors tied many of the ships together and hung battering rams between them to batter the walls of Tyre.
But the Tyrians countered this, cutting the ropes that held the Greek and Persian ships' anchors in place, whether from ships or by sending out swimmers, and cut the ropes that held the rams with pole arms. Tyrians also hurled rocks and flaming arrows at the workers below, pouring hot sand into their armor, their burning pain inescapable, leading some men to jump into the water to relieve it, only to drown due to the weight of their armor.
Undeterred, and realizing his troops were losing morale at the lack of progress, and a daring attack from the Tyrians, where they sent out 13 of their fastest ships and ambushed Alexander's troops while they were eating, the King of Conquest rallied his troops for an assault that would finally bring the months-long siege to an end.
When he finally broke the walls, Alexander broke his streak of being a gracious and forgiving conqueror. 8,000 men were slaughtered on sight, another 2,000 crucified. Almost all of the rest were sold into slavery, only having mercy on those who hid in shrines.
Of those who hid away in the shrines was Azemilchus, the Tyrian king, who Alexander allowed to keep that position after he left, though his own men now populated the city.